Okay, I'm going to show you a slightly new feature that you won't be aware of because it's new to CS5, and this is the rotor brush. You can access this by simply double selecting the movie, and now that it's open, and we'll just make that widescreen by toggling that button again, we can use the rotor brush. And now you just click this button up here, and now it's targeted. Give it a few seconds to come active. One sec. Ooh, I think I've gone into it wrong. Sorry, let's go through it this way. There we go, that's much better. You notice on the bottom now, we have what the rotor brush is going to be working with. So, first things first, we'll just select myself, and you see it draws quite a pink outline around me. We'll toggle in the image behind, just so that we can see what we're playing with. Black's always a bit hard to work with. So, if we just quickly outline the legs, and we can tweak them up. You just basically click and drag, and if you find something, so if we accidentally, sorry, it's now rendering out a few scenes. If we just accidentally, let's say we clip into, sorry, IFRAS like that, of course I'm not doing it. Let's say we don't want IFRAS selected, you can just hold the Alt modifier, I believe it's the Control modifier on Windows, and you can just pen through the person that you've accidentally selected. So you just basically just draw over it, and you tweak it a bit. So we just want to put the head back in. Shoes need a bit more detail. You basically just play with it. Then once you're happy with it, you can render out a few frames. You just press spacebar once, and it'll start rendering. And what it does, different to previous CS, if you see it's just clip the head slightly wrong, it'll start redrawing and guessing what's coming in and what you don't want in. It's quite clever. In true Blue Peter fashion, here's one I prepared earlier, so let's go back to the Finder. And this is one that I've rendered for about, well, I'm only doing 8 seconds of this, and I'm doing 4 seconds of just green screen and 4 seconds of rotor brush, which you'll be able to see at the end. So let's not save this since we've got a full copy here. And let's just go into the Untitled comp, give it a few seconds, into the movie, and this one's already brought back to what we were using as 24 frames a sec, so we've obviously got a warning label now. So, antivirus kicking off. So, give that a few seconds and you'll be able to see exactly what the rotor brush has been doing. If you notice at the bottom of the screen, we've got a highlight of, 1 second, here we go. So, if you notice the white outline, that was from me tweaking, and now the rotor brush hugs my body as we're moving, redrawing and undrawing bits that we do and don't want. And it just basically makes the image a lot more crisper. I would let it render out for longer, but there's not much need. Using these two functions together, we can get an absolute brilliant effect. Basically, I've just laid it up on a comp. Here we are, just turn me a priming. And because I've done the rotor brush, it's automatically removed Chris and IFRAS. So using the two tweaked together, we've got it. I've also lightened the footage a bit using an adjustment layer, but I'll go into that on a different blog post. If we just quickly go to this, you can see I brought myself into a road, and I've again tweaked the image slightly, added a few tints. If we just go to here, and we just go here and go to the effects, we can see all the different things I've added. Chokers basically make it, might as well show you, 1 sec. Once you brought someone in and they've got a crisp thing, they might have a slight oversight on everything. So I'm just going to have to render the frame out again. So I've just removed the choking out, and you see there's a slight black outline. If I reapply it, give it a few seconds, black outline slightly been reduced, and it's just another way of tweaking the green screen. Using these two footages together, and then I exported it, saved it as. It took about 10-15 minutes to render it out. So I'm not going to save that because I know it's perfect. And I'll put it on the desktop. So if we just play it now, you can see the beginning of the footage to about here is just green screen. You can see there's some slight artifacting in areas, like around the legs. That's just from me being a little bit lazy and not playing it completely with it. But from about here we have rotor brush, So you can see now we got much smoother, no artifact in. The arms are quite good. Shadows aren't too bad. And yeah, it looks a lot smoother. And of course, we get to the end of the footage, you can see where I gave up rotor brushing and Chris came back in. That was a quick tutorial in Thingy. I'll just show the mock-ups as well. They'll probably be running as I'm currently speaking. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and quick blog post. Cheers.